Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the English Flow podcast, where your English grows wherever you are, at home, at work, in the bus, in the gym, in your bed, even if you're half asleep.
Yes, if you're breathing, we're here to help your English grow. And today's topic is a fun one, a funny English mistake, beginner story edition.
Before we start, take 2 seconds and do the magic. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the podcast with someone who needs a smile today.
We love seeing your comments. Tell us where you're listening from, the country, the city, even the room you're in. Kitchen listeners, we see you.
All right, let's jump into today's story. This is a true beginner English moment. Simple English, funny situation, and a good lesson for you.
Our story starts with a guy named Leo. Leo is learning English. He's confident, he's excited, but he has one small problem.
He always mixes 2 words, kitchen and chicken.
A dangerous combination.
Leo works at a small restaurant. On his first day, his boss tells him, "Leo, please clean the kitchen."
But Leo hears, clean the chicken.
So Leo marches proudly to the big refrigerator, grabs a giant frozen chicken, and starts washing it like it's a baby.
With shampoo, with conditioner, with love.
The boss walks in and screams, "Leo, what are you doing?"
And Leo says proudly, I cleaned the chicken, very clean.
Why is this funny? Because Leo heard the wrong word. Kitchen is the room. Chicken is the bird you eat.
One small sound can change the meaning completely.
And the shampoo didn't help the chicken situation.
Here's the simple beginner rule. I sound is small. E sound is long.
Kitch-in versus chicken. Very small difference, but big meaning.
Practice with us. Kitchen, chicken, kitchen, chicken.
Good. If someone laughs at your English, remember even native speakers mix words sometimes.
But wait, the story is not finished. Leo makes another mistake the same day.
His boss tells him, "Leo, go get a bowl."
But Leo hears, go get a boy.
He walks to the front of the restaurant, taps a customer on the shoulder, and says, "Hello, boss wants a boy."
The customer ran away.
Mistakes like this happen to beginners all the time. It's normal. It's part of learning.
Mistakes make stories. Stories make memories. Memories help you learn.
So if you've made a funny mistake, don't hide it. Tell it, laugh about it, and learn from it.
Repeat after us slowly. Mistakes help me learn.
English is fun.
I don't stop when I make a mistake.
I grow every day.
Here's today's beginner tip. If you're not sure what someone said, ask them to repeat slowly.
Say this phrase. "Sorry, can you say it again slowly?"
This will save you from washing chickens with shampoo.
All right, that's the end of part 1 of the story.
In part 2, the story gets crazier. Leo makes his biggest English mistake yet.
And it happens in front of all the customers.
No outro, just tell us when you're ready.
So Chris and I were standing inside the bakery, right? And remember, Chris wanted to say, "I want bread." But instead he said, "I want beard."
I swear, the baker looked at me like I was asking to borrow his face hair.
He even touched his beard like, my friend, this is not for sale."
And I panicked. I tried to fix my English quickly. But instead of saying, sorry, I want bread, I said, sorry, I want your bread beard.
Bro, bread beard? Like a beard made of bread? Imagine that. You walk into a bakery and the baker has a baghead beard and croissant eyebrows.
Stop. Don't give him ideas. He might start a new fashion trend.
Bread is the food you eat. Beard is the hair on your face. Bread plus beard is a disaster in public.
This is why pronunciation matters. One small sound can change your whole life, or at least your breakfast.
Anyway, after I said bread beard, the baker finally So Chris and I were standing inside the bakery, right? And remember, Chris wanted to say, I want bread, but instead he said, I want beard.
I swear, the baker looked at me like I was asking to borrow his face hair.
He even touched his beard like, my friend, this is not for sale.
And I panicked. I tried to fix my English quickly, but instead of saying, sorry, I want bread, I said, sorry, I want your bread, beard.
Bro, bread beard? Like a beard made of bread? Imagine that. You walk into a bakery and the baker has a baghead beard and croissant eyebrows.
Stop. Don't give him ideas. He might start a new fashion trend.
Bread is the food you eat. Beard is the hair on your face. Bread plus beard is a disaster in public.
This is why pronunciation matters. One small sound can change your whole life, or at least your breakfast.
Anyway, after I said bread beard, the baker finally understood I was confused. So he said, you want bread, not beard. I know, English is hard.
And then he handed Chris a free cookie, not because he was being nice, but because he felt bad for your English.
True, very true. Chris finally bought his bread, but on the way out, he made another mistake. At the door, he wanted to say, have a nice day, but instead he confidently shouted, have a nice daddy.
Bro, you called a 60-year-old baker daddy, in public, loud, with feeling.
I wanted to disappear. I wanted to teleport into the bread oven, just vanish.
The baker froze, customers froze, even the bread froze.
At that moment, I realized English can betray you at any time.
Outside the bakery, Chris saw a cute dog. He wanted to say, what a cute dog, but instead he said, what a cute hot dog.
The dog owner looked at you like you were planning to eat her dog.
I was like, no, I mean dog, not hot dog, not food dog, normal dog, living dog.
Say it slowly. Dog, short sound. Hot dog, food. Daddy, no. Avoid this forever.
Chris and Jerry sit on a bench, exhausted, traumatized, and hungry.
Man, I just wanted bread.
And instead, you destroyed a man's beard, became someone's daddy, and tried to eat a dog.
English is a war.
And you're losing.
So after Chris almost called a dog a hot dog, we decided to sit on a bench and relax.
But of course, Chris made another English mistake.
Listen, it was not my fault. English attacks me first.
Okay, tell them what happened. A woman jogging in the park stopped near us. She looked tired, and Chris wanted to ask, are you tired? Simple, right? But no. Chris said, are you fried?
I mean, tired, fried, same energy.
Bro, you asked a stranger if she was fried, like a chicken nugget, like KFC.
She looked at me like, ma'am, am I food?
She even smelled her arm to check. Tired, fried. If you mix the sounds, you change from I need rest to I belong on a plate.
We stood up to walk home. Chris noticed a kid looking for his backpack. The kid said, I lost my pack. Chris wanted to help and say, your backpack is behind you. But instead, Chris proudly said, your back is behind you.
Bro, everyone's back is behind them. It's supposed to be behind them. That's how humans work.
I realized when the kid stared at me like, is this man okay?
You gave that kid zero help. Zero. A dog barked loudly. Chris jumped and said, oh no, the dog is barking at my legs. But he didn't say legs. No, he said, the dog is barking at my eggs.
I want to explain. My L and E got confused.
You shouted in public that a dog attacked your eggs. Not legs, eggs.
The people around me, the confusion, the fear, the laughter.
One man literally spit out his coffee laughing. Legs are your lower limbs. Eggs are what you eat for breakfast. Do not mix these ever.
We finally reached the bus stop. Chris wanted to say, "Does this bus go to the city?" But instead, he said, "Does this bus go to the kitty?" I was tired. Tired, not fried.
The bus driver stared at you like, "Sir, we do not transport cats."
I wanted to hide under the bus. Chris, I think I will never talk again.
That's okay. Your English probably needs a break too.
Tomorrow, new English, stronger English.
Tomorrow, less eggs, more legs.
Yeah, whatever. So we finally sit on the bus, and Chris looks like a man who has fought 12 English words and lost all 12 matches.
I wasn't fighting English. English was fighting me.
You sat down like you were ready to retire from life.
Because every time I open my mouth betrays me.
Well, the bus ride didn't make things better. Tell them what happened.
The bus speaker said, "Next stop, Pine Street." Chris wanted to ask, "Is this the stop near the big store?" Simple question, right? No. He confidently asked the driver, "Is this the stop near the big storm?"
Storm, Chris? A big storm? Are we in a disaster movie now?
Look, store, storm, these words need to stop being neighbors.
The bus driver literally looked outside like, "Where is the storm? Are we in danger?"
A woman with a fluffy white cat got on the bus. The cat was adorable. Everyone was smiling. Chris wanted to compliment it. "Your cat is very cute." Instead,
He proudly said, "Your cat is very cooked."
bro, you told a woman her cat looks cooked.
I meant cute. Cute. C-U-T-E.
She held her cat like you threatened its life. Cute equals adorable. Cooked equals, well, food. Never mix them unless you want people to run.
A baby on the bus was laughing loudly. Chris wanted to say, "The baby has a nice laugh," but instead, "The baby has a nice life." The baby's dad slowly turned around like, "Thank you, I think."
I panicked, okay? Laugh, life, they're too close.
Yeah, a little too close for comfort.
We finally reach our stop. The bus door opens. Chris wants to tell the driver, "Thank you, have a good day." But he says,
"Thank you, have a good delay."
"A delay, Chris? You wished him a delay?"
My brain said day, my mouth said delay, my soul left my body.
The driver stared at you like, "Bro, why would you curse my schedule?"
Chris walks off the bus in silence, very deep silence, painful silence.
Jerry, I think English comedy follows me. I don't try to be funny. I just open my mouth and the universe laughs.
And that's why we tell your stories, because our listeners learn, they laugh, and they don't feel alone.
So maybe my mistakes help someone?
Oh, definitely. Your mistakes help the whole world.
Don't rush words. Practice slowly and clearly. Laugh at mistakes. And always check, are you saying legs or eggs?
Please don't remind me.
All right, everyone. That's the end of today's funny English adventure. We hope you enjoyed Chris's amazing collection of beautiful English disasters.
If my mistakes made you laugh or made you feel better about your English, then mission complete.
Before you go, don't forget, die. Subscribe to the English Flow podcast, share this episode with a friend, comment your funniest English mistake, and hit that like button. It really helps.
And remember, wherever you are, whatever your English level, we are here to help your English grow, one laugh at a time.
We love you all. Take care. See you in the next episode.
And no dogs barking at your eggs today, okay?
Stop! We're ending the episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.